Hey, welcome back to One Seed, One World. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Please subscribe to our channel. So it is now time to build the chicken run. Actually, the chicken run build is in process. So here's a little quick summary of where we're at so far. Check it out. So this is the area where the old maple tree used to be. This all used to be overgrown and full of junk, and had it cleared out, got the tree cut down, and then I had it graded off. The guy that graded it for me, he kind of built this area up here as kind of a pretty leveled off platform of packed down soil, clay. And this is where the chicken coop is going to sit. We're going to roll it down here on PVC pipes once everything's ready. And then the rest of it, you know, he kind of just scraped off all the leftover tree roots and stuff that was in here. So we'll top it off with some wood chips and stuff so that it's not, you know, like so hard packed. And then once the chickens get in here, they'll start scratching around and stuff too. So that will help. One thing that we did leave here was this big lilac bush. I had to trim some of it back so that we could get the bobcat and the trencher in here. But this will give the chickens a little shady area. They like the other bushes that they used to go under in the side yard that we used to have for them. So they can get under here and scratch around and stuff. And I'll build some roosts around in here as well. Last chicken run had a trench dug out that I dug out by hand. Did not want to do that this time, so we had a trencher do it all this time, so that this way I can not spend my time digging holes in this hard packed clay and rock that we have around here. The one problem that came out with using the trencher was this back corner. I had like spray painted some quick corners for him to mark off where the trenches were going to be. But at some point when he was trenching, he went at an angle. and I didn't realize how much of an angle he went when he did this back line for this corner. And so I had done all the posts down this back side and along here, and then put this back corner one in. And a couple days later I came out to do this side, and I was trying to line up my posts across, you know, make sure everything was even for when I do the roof of it, which is going to be a wire roof as well. But they weren't coming out. Like, there was a big difference, and I'm like looking, I'm like, what happened here? Because I wasn't paying attention before when I did the other stuff. Come to find out, the angle was like a couple of feet off. So I had to put this extra post in here, and I'll probably have to put another extra post in here just to kind of help square things up a little bit for the roof. It's not a huge deal because it's not like I'm doing trusses or anything like that. You know, it's all just wire, but it does make it a little bit difficult to line things up for the roof when things aren't square. So I think I've got it pretty close now with just the extra posts that I'll have to put in. But we'll see how it goes. So that's part one of putting in the chicken run. Part two, I'll show you what I'm doing with putting in the middle post that will help hold up the 2x4s for the roof. And then I am going to recycle my old fencing wire for the garden. It's not as tight, like on the wire that I'm using now, that you saw me putting up on here today. It's hardware cloth, which is then sunk a foot into the ground. And hardware cloth is better at keeping out predators versus chicken wire. Chicken wire will keep your chickens in, but it's not going to do a whole lot with keeping predators out in a lot of cases. But I didn't think that was necessary for the roof, and so to save money, I have the old garden fence that is split rail with a wider gauge or wider opening for the fencing that's attached to the whole thing, and I figured that would be fine for the roof. So as I take that fence down, I'll be pulling the wire off of that and using that as a roof, which will make it a lot cheaper because that wire will work just fine. So that's it for part one of the chicken run build, and hope to see you all again soon. But whatever's going on in your neck of the woods, in your gardens, greenhouses, chicken coops, whatever it is that you're doing, or whatever it is that you're building or growing, I hope it's going fantastic for you, and hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.